Hi there, I'm Bill Cherry, and I'm a wealth counselor, and my office is in Dallas, Texas. I've done this a very long time, and I have represented people primarily in the Galveston, Houston area because that's where I lived most of my life, but now I'm in Dallas. But it doesn't matter where you live, we can still do the same thing. The idea is for you to call me up and say, here's what I'm wondering about, and then you and I sit down and we can do it on the Zoom, right? Or we can do it in person, depending on how you feel about things, or we can do it just in internet in emails and so forth. But nevertheless, it's a flat fee, and once you give me the idea about what it is that you are interested in, I kind of calculate in my mind how long it'll take me to get the information or to give you the advice, and from there I tell you on the front end it'll be so many dollars, and that's it. If it takes longer than I thought it would, that's the way it goes, I guess. There is an interesting thing. Years ago, you will recall that the government got very involved in monopolies. And that originally started as a result of the big banks opening more and more banks all over everywhere. And every state, every county, wherever it was they wanted to be, and then merging and buying other little banks and so forth until they were very big. And then lo and behold, they screwed up, and that's what involved the great deal of problems of the Depression. The banks were going broke. They couldn't cover their loans. And so there you are. So then the government got into the idea that maybe what they should do is to make sure that there aren't monopolies unless they were necessary. And monopolies could be, by the way, in many cases allowed on some kind of a small basis if they were utility companies and that sort of thing. Well, as everything does, the people that live through all of that die, and the people that are thinking about it today are saying, oh, we can do a much better job with this. There's no reason we shouldn't do X, whatever it is. So they start trying to figure out how to get past the law. And that's the case today that's getting ready to approach us. And it is with the major grocery store chains in the United States. At Safeway, Tom Thumb, Randall's, um, uh, what are some of the others? I can't even think of them all, but never the case. Kroger's is one. And so while they are going to probably keep their names, in reality, they're going to all be operated by one company. And they will use the gigantic buying power that they have at that point to dictate how much they pay for stuff that they want to sell to you and to me, but they will also dictate to the farmer and so forth how much they will pay for it. In that case, how little they will pay for it. So what comes from that is you can say, well, I don't think I'll shop at them anymore. I'll shop at Walmart. Well, when Kroger's and Randall's and Safeway and the others start raising their prices, Walmart will see it as a reason to raise its prices as long as it stays below what those guys are charging. And when they do that, the corner grocery store, the only one that really needs to be able to keep from strangling, will try to raise his prices, and just because remember he's paying the same thing as he's been paying for the groceries and so forth on the front end. So we'll have monopoly. Monopoly rules again. I have a friend that lives in the house on the next street from me, and he is a very, very ambitious and smart and thoughtful programmer. And he and some of his colleagues have been in the business recently, last 4 or 5 years, I guess, of preparing the programming that each one of these chains has been using, because they've got to get them where they all talk the same language. And none of them got their stuff from the same guy, you know, the same programmer or whatever. So now they're getting it all together. So we have that, and we have the banks that are dictating to us what we will do, how we'll pay interest, and all that sort of thing. Banks that were, until only a few years ago, you were outlawed from having banks that were in more than one state. Now you can have them everywhere, on every corner. It doesn't matter. Nobody cares. And they open today, they're not open tomorrow. And they send you all little funny letters wanting to tell you that they know all about you, and they know nothing about you, really. So that's it. That's what to look forward to. And of course, that's going to raise the prices of groceries. And here we are, we're trying to get by now, and interest rates will continue to go up because the brainchild thinks they should. It's going to be hard. It's going to be hard. Pay close attention. Play your cards close to your chest, and you'll be all right, I promise. Bye-bye. I'm Bill Cherry. My website is wscherry, CHERRY.com. There are also any number of these little videos on YouTube. They're free. Turn them on, listen to them. If you don't like them, turn them off, get another one. You know, it's okay with me. I just want you to know I'm out here and I'm thinking. Bye-bye.